They were draining you and you called it love. That's the part you need to sit with. They were not a safe space for you. They were a siphon, an emotional vampire, feeding off your light, your loyalty, your life force. The worst part was they convinced you this was normal, that real love felt like exhaustion, confusion, walking on eggshells, but you know better now. And Spirit is saying clearly, do not forget this. This isn't about bitterness, it's about memory. It's about awareness, so you never go back to what nearly broke you. Because you gave and gave and gave, and what did you get in return? Inconsistency, manipulation, energy games, 1,000 mixed signals wrapped in false promises. But this time, enough. You finally said it, and this time you meant it. You reached that sacred breaking point, the one where your soul steps in and says, we're not doing this anymore. And just like that, the spell broke. You saw it clearly. You were not hard to love. You were just trying to love someone who benefited from your confusion. Now here's where it gets a little twisted, because energetically they're still clinging on to you because they're thinking, I'm never going to give you up. They feel your detachment, and suddenly now they want to hold on even more. Now they are pulling at your energy, trying to show up in your dreams, trying to remind you of the potential. But the potential isn't enough. Not anymore. You need reciprocity. You need truth. You need love that gives you oxygen, not a slow suffocation. So please remember this. They may say they'll never let you go, but their actions already did, and you are finally free. Don't forget. Don't go back. Don't minimize the healing you've done just because their memory got loud again. You are not obligated to return to the fire just because they finally felt the burn. This is your confirmation. Your peace is your power. Your memory is your protection. And your light is reserved for those who pour back in. Healing. Compassion. Okay, that's what this person really wants. And you know what? You can send that back to them in whatever form you want, even just good thought. You can imagine them receiving compassion. It does not have to be from you. Because I do feel like this person is someone who pulls at your heartstrings a lot, emotional vampire. And this is a situation that you maybe have not stepped outside of long enough to realize what this person's doing. And that's what this message is for. And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm confirming your intuition, not trying to put ideas in your head. I do get a sense that you have a deep sense of compassion for this person. But it's not your place to heal them, okay? They have to do that on their own, or someone else. Okay, but you have to protect your energy. That's what this is about. Time to protect your energy. Your debt is forgiven. Make notes about a recent incident. Okay. They really just want to come forward about something. They want this to be a situation that could just be wiped clean, have a fresh start, but you don't have to do that. Look, journal about this, go deep, meditate. There is some kind of spiritual lesson in this for you. There always is in everything, but there must be some reason that card came out. So just go within, journal, meditate, pray, but ask God, Spirit, ask Source what you need to know about this. There was some kind of recent incident. You are powerful yet humble. Wow. I want you to sit with this feeling, and I want you to embrace it. You have the power to stay away from this situation. You have the power to make good decisions about this situation. And you have the power to protect your peace. You don't have to let this person walk all over you. No, you are protected. You know, I've been getting the download lately that the lower vibrating emotions like guilt, shame, you know, fear, anger, they all go together. They're all just lower vibrating. And yeah, you got to have other emotions to balance them out, but shame, some of those guilt, shame, like they just are used to manipulate so many people, because really at heart most of us are big-hearted people. So it's really unfair when someone manipulates us with guilt, but that's what's going on here. They're very exhausting, and they need to heal themselves because it's very manipulative. They're taking advantage. Okay, you are powerful. You see beyond this. You have the right to protect your peace. This is not your problem. It's time for you to move on, okay? You are powerful yet humble. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.